Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. With the 2024 U.S. presidential election fast approaching, the economy is front and center for voters. Today we're diving deep into the economic plans of two key figures in the race. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump both have outlined visions for America's economic future, and they're quite different. So, let's break it down and see what they're offering. We'll explore their proposals on taxes, job creation, inflation, and how they plan to tackle issues like income inequality. Whether you're a small business owner, a student, or a middle-class worker, their plans will impact you. So stay tuned. Let's start with Kamala Harris, who's running as the Democratic candidate alongside President Joe Biden. While she's been closely aligned with Biden's policies, she's started to carve out her own economic vision. Harris is pushing for what she calls a working-class economic renewal. Her platform builds on democratic ideals like expanding social safety nets, addressing inequality, and fighting climate change. Here are the key points of her economic plan. Harris aims to extend the tax cuts introduced under the Biden administration for middle-class families. This includes the expanded child tax credit, which significantly reduced child poverty before it expired. A huge part of Harris's plan is focused on transitioning to a green economy. She supports massive investments in renewable energy, electric vehicles, and green infrastructure. This, she says, will create millions of jobs while tackling climate change. Harris plans to expand access to affordable health care and make community college free. These policies are aimed at reducing the financial burden on working families, allowing them to save more and spend more, driving economic growth. Harris believes in the power of government intervention to drive economic equality, but there's also the question of how to pay for it. So, let's talk about her approach to taxes. To fund her initiatives, Harris is targeting the wealthiest Americans and corporations. She supports higher taxes on those earning over $400,000 a year and closing corporate tax loopholes. Donald Trump, on the other hand, is coming back with a plan that's more about cutting taxes, deregulation, and focusing on American manufacturing. Let's dig into what he's offering. Trump is running on a platform of returning to his pre-pandemic economic policies, which he argues led to record low unemployment and economic growth. So, what are his key points? Trump is promising to make permanent the tax cuts from his 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. He's also proposing new tax cuts for businesses and high-income earners, which he argues will stimulate investment and job creation. Trump wants to roll back regulations on industries like energy and finance. He believes that fewer regulations mean more room for businesses to grow, leading to job creation and increased competition. A big part of Trump's economic agenda is continuing his America First trade policies. This means bringing manufacturing jobs back to the U.S., reducing reliance on foreign imports, and imposing tariffs where necessary. Trump is also focusing on controlling inflation, which is one of the biggest economic challenges facing the U.S. right now. Trump's plan to fight inflation centers on increasing domestic energy production. He believes that by producing more oil and gas in the U.S., energy prices will drop, reducing inflationary pressures. Now, let's compare how Harris and Trump differ on some critical economic issues. One of the most significant contrasts between Harris and Trump is their approach to taxes. Harris wants higher taxes on the wealthy and corporations to fund social programs. Trump, on the other hand, believes in cutting taxes for businesses and high-income earners, with the goal of driving economic growth. Another big difference is in how they plan to tackle climate change. Harris sees green energy as a major job creator and a way to reduce inequality, while Trump is focused on expanding traditional energy production to keep costs low. On trade, Harris supports more global cooperation, while Trump sticks to his America First policies, emphasizing tariffs and protecting U.S. jobs from foreign competition. So, what does this mean for everyday Americans? Harris's plan is designed to help lower and middle-income families with investments in healthcare, education, and green jobs. It's a government-led approach to drive equality and growth. Trump's plan, on the other hand, focuses on cutting taxes, deregulation, and boosting traditional industries like manufacturing and energy. He believes this will create jobs and stimulate the economy from the top down. At the end of the day, the choice between Harris and Trump's economic plans boils down to what kind of economy you think will best serve America's future. Is it a more government-driven, equality-focused approach, or a market-led strategy aimed at boosting business and lowering taxes? Regardless of which plan you support, it's important to stay informed and vote in the 2024 election. Thanks for watching, and if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more election updates. Let us know in the comments what you think about the economic plans of Harris and Trump. We'll see you next time.